Every store should have a plastic red toolbox with their shutters in their store that contains all the hardware you'll need. It contains the shutter company that did the installation, how many panels you have, pictures of how they get installed and labeled. You'll have square-headed bolts in your hardware. You'll have rubber gaskets, wing nuts, and a screwdriver. This all goes out to get these shutters installed. When you're bringing them out, you will find people will be out here shopping. The call may be made where you can do all your windows. The store can still be open. That's why they made them clear, so you can see through them. I don't recommend standing them up against your glass because the wind will be blowing. They will blow them over and they will fall on people. I've seen it happen. The edges here, very sharp. I suggest having them sitting down like this or possibly laying on the ground with a comb. Try to keep people from tripping over them, but you will have shoppers out here. You're gonna have to try and be safe. Step one will be to install your square-headed bolts in the track located at the bottom of your window. You can adjust them to where you think the holes at the bottom of the shutters might be, but you can always adjust them when you put the shutter up. Step two will be to install your shutter. You're going to always want to start at the top. You want to start at the left corner, feed the corner in, and then the rest will feed right behind it. You want to make sure it is slid all the way to the end. As you can see, they can be adjusted from the back side. They're all lined up with the bolts. Step three will be to install your rubber gasket first, then your wing nut, which threads on right here. You can spin it on, get it finger tight for now. Once your first mantle is installed, you'll install this one with the very last rib right inside the first rib goes inside the last one of the first shutter. But you do it the same way. You want the left corner to go in first. And that one will feed right in behind. Now they both overlap right here. We'll put your rubber gasket wing nut on it. So now this one won't fall, this one won't fall. The last step will be to install your door track and your door shutters. You don't want to make sure everything's out of there and you're ready to go before this is installed. Step one will be to take these bolts out of the ground that are in front of your door. That will be what holds your track in place. Step three will be to line your track up with the anchors that are in the concrete. You will then screw the bolt down on the track, not to tighten it all the way until you get all the holes lined up, the bolts in, then you can tighten them all. Step four will be, once the door track's in, to install your shutters over the door, which go in just like your window shutters. Slide in the track up there, left first, then the rest of it, and the holes on the bottom of the shutters will line up with your bolts.